gentlemen, welcome back to Tech Showdown. My name is Kevin. This is my co-host Teddy. I'm sorry it might be a little noisy today, guys, but hey, let's do the video anyway. And we're going to be doing an unboxing and overview of this Gigabyte G1 Gaming R9 380. And this is the 4GB version, by the way. So this should be quite interesting. Now this card is, you know, a rebrand, like most of you probably already know, of the R9 285. However, there have been a few changes, more subtle ones than we saw with the 390 and 390X, but changes nevertheless. So let's get into this. So the GPU this guy's running on is just a renamed GPU. I don't know why AMD do this. I really actually don't. So this one's called the Antiqua, I believe, 28nm GPU, but it's the same thing as the Tonga GPU. So I don't know why they did that. It's like with the Grenada, it's the same as the Hawaii. I know they made subtle changes, but it's still the same GPU under it all. But anyways, they did that. However, one thing I did find quite difficult to find out was the architecture. Is it GCN 1.1 or 1.2? Because on some AMD spreadsheets I was looking at, it said 1.2, which kind of threw me off because I thought it was 1.1, I believe. I can't remember. Anyways, let's get on with it. It doesn't really matter too much at the end of the day with this unboxing overview. So if it's the same as the Tonga GPU, that means you get the same 1792 stream process, 32 ROPS, and 112 texture units. We see inside we get basically nothing, just a quick start guide and just a driver CD. So not much in this box, very, very minimal. Now, the main change that's happened here, as far as the GPU goes, what's got you stuck? Oh, it poked through the top. There we go. Now, the main difference is the clock speeds. So, on the 285, I should say, the reference speed was 918 MHz. Now, on the 380, that has been bumped up to 970 MHz as the reference, and this one, this Gigabyte one, is 990 MHz from stock, so almost 1 GHz there. So it's a decent step up. It should make a little bit of a difference there. Now, memory-wise, so that's the main difference here. So I can't remember, on the 285 they came out from default as a 2GB model. Now, I cannot remember if they ever released a 4GB model of it. I can't remember if they did. If they did, I never tested it. I know there's 4GB models of the 960. So yeah, but with the 380 there seems to be a lot more, or it seems to be a lot more common. So that's the one I've got. So you can either get a 2 or 4 gigabytes, you pay a little bit more for the 4 gig. On a 256-bit bus at 5,500 MHz for the reference, but this one's at 5,700 MHz, which is a pretty decent memory speed there. Now TDP-wise, coming in with 190 watt TDP, which is a little high for a mid-level card like this, but you know, that's fine. AMD recommends a 500 watt PSU. You could probably get away with a lot less than that, I'll tell you right now. So yeah, that's just another thing to consider. Now the cooler on this guy, if you give me a second, there we go, it's quite nice actually. So this is it's sort of like the 2X, I call it, Windforce cooler. So it's still got the same fan design as you get on the normal Windforce, which I really like. It's sort of, these do very well in terms of like they give good airflow, but also there's not too much noise from lots of air turbulence, so that's quite cool. These fans will also turn off when they're below a certain temperature, and these lights will come on at, say, silent and stop to let you know that the fans are not spinning. This features 3 heat pipes. Yeah, it looks like 3 6mm heat pipes, so that's pretty standard there. Has a nice backplate, as you can see. I really like that. It's so bizarre that this 380 comes with a backplate, but some of those 390 and 390Xs we tested didn't. I don't understand what happens sometimes. That some of the mid-level cards will get backplates, but then the high-level ones don't. I really don't understand it. But yeah, whatever, moving on. And see nice big aluminium heat sinks there as well. So this is coming with Gigabyte's GPU gauntlet sorting, which is just, well, they say is more cherry-picked GPUs, so it should allow you to do better overclocking, which is good. It also comes with their ultra durable VGA, which means lower temperatures, better overclocking stability, and decreased power switching loss, which is also quite cool as well. So overall, this is quite solid. It's a cooler that you're probably somewhat familiar with from the 960s. And I think it's fairly solid. This should do a really good job in cooling this card, and it comes with some pretty good technology with it. Now, power-wise, we're just seeing up top just a single 8-pin power, so that's quite cool to see. No crossfire bridge up here, so just like the 290 and 290X and the 390 and 390X, it's all done through the PCI, which is quite good. Now, if we move around to I/O, we're seeing. Let me pull these off. Oh my goodness, why do they make them so hard? Okay, we won't pull them off then. Let me just look at them. Okay, so DVI-I, DVI-D, HDMI, DisplayPort. So this is HDMI 1.4, not 2.0. I don't know why AMD just don't put HDMI 2.0. I know this is a mid-level card, but certainly on the higher cards. I complained about it with the Fury X and 390X and the 390. I just don't see why they can't put HDMI 2.0 on their graphics cards. If anyone knows, put it in the comment section below, because I'd really like to know if there's an actual explanation for why they can't do it, because it seems like Nvidia's been doing it for quite a while now, so they should just, get on their level. So I will be doing a showdown with this R9 380 4GB version against a card from Nvidia. I'm sure you can all figure out what card that's going to be. So that will be quite an interesting showdown when that comes out. So definitely subscribe to Tech Showdown if you haven't already, and like the video. And as always, I'll see you guys next time.